Hey everyone, this is going to be a follow-up video to the Narcissist video in a way. I want to key in on this one point because there's some people that may not understand. Alright? This is the reason why it takes longer. Whatever trauma I haven't had really much trauma that I can speak of. And whatever trauma I've had, I've healed from it. Like I said, the Narcissist will trap you at your weakest point and use it against you. Like she used my grandmother's death. And the struggles that I was struggling with was after I went through what I went through, every time I thought of my grandmother, I thought of the Narcissist. Right? I had to separate those two. And that was very hard to do because in the beginning the Narcissist was very nice, very comforting, and she would talk about her grandmother, and whatever story I had, she had an equal story. So, you know, that's what was so hard for me to heal. And I had to get to the point where I was thinking of my grandmother separately, or it would be like think of my grandmother separately, and then I would think of the Narcissist, and I'd be like, I hate that person. I can't carry all that hate in me. I just can't. You know. So that's what basically that's why it takes so long sometimes. You know. And I wasn't even within physical proximity of this person. If I were within physical proximity of this person, I would have probably picked it up a lot faster because I have a good intuition and stuff. You know. So it took me a long time, and that's why I love my grandmother deeply, and I love my grandfather deeply. You know, I call them Grandpa George and Grandma George, you know, from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But I love them deeply, and those two pillars of my family passed away, and they were the most understanding, kind people I've ever met in my life. You know, they were the ones who taught me, when you talk to a person, don't judge them, try to understand what they're going through. You know. You could look at it from the outside in and go, well, oh, it's a black and white deal, because it looks that way, right? You got one person that's mean, you got one person that's nice. You're like, why can't this dude get over it? You know, it took me 2.5 years, but the main key is I had to separate my grandmother from her, and that took a long time. You know, and then once you figure out what they are, you hate them, and then you don't hate them anymore, and it's a lot of self-healing going on there. So, all right, you all. So whenever you encounter somebody who's been through narcissistic abuse, you know, go a little easier on them. You know, and watch out for these self-pitying people all the time. You know, if they self-pity themselves all the time, and that's what they do 24/7, just watch out for them. You know, because they'll try to drag you into it. All right. Love you guys very much. Crazy Dave signing out.